everyone, welcome back to the Makisode YouTube channel. How are you today? Over here it is very hot. The weather is so humid, everyone is sweaty, everyone is being emotional, so to speak. The weather is really hot. So what do we do to quell this? Yeah, we need a lot of water. We need to take dips in the pool, be it your inflated pool at home or an actual pool out there, or you go to the beach, right? And what best to wear to this beach than our own beach wear? All right, so today is a special day. We're bringing you how to make a crochet beach wear for yourself. Considering how hot it is in the tropics in Africa. Okay, well, let me talk for Nigeria. In Nigeria right now, it is very hot. All right, so before we dive in, I'm just going to walk us through where you can find, good material for your crochet education or crochet fashion. So right on here, subscribe to our YouTube channel, right? We bring you brand new videos every week. If we're not inspiring you on all of the possibilities of crochet, we are showing you how we make one of our bespoke pieces like this one. Or we are demystifying what one celebrity or another wore somewhere or wore around, or just as we saw it on the social media space. All right, we have our galleries on Instagram, our wedding gallery. You can find that at Makisode Weddings on Instagram. And then for our corporate casuals, accessories and other things, you can find those on at Makisode Models. Okay, so do well to subscribe to the YouTube channel, do well to follow our Instagram handles, do well to like, do well to leave a nice comment, and do well to share, especially that. Do well to share and share. All right, so this is a bikini, a two-piece, right? A two-piece thing that you can wear to the beach, or you can wear around. You remain decent, however, there's room for air to just touch you. So this one we made with the half double crochet stitch. All right, so with half double crochet stitch we made this. This is the top part of the apparel. Let me turn it around this way so you can see it clearly. This is the neckline, right? This is the neckline. So we walked from the neckline downwards just to the diaphragm. This is where the diaphragm is that point under the bust area. That's the diaphragm. All right, so what we did was that we just took a measurement of the neck, the front part of the neck, plus an inch to the side and an inch to the left and an inch to the right. That's what we did. And then we walked in steady increases until we got to the width of half of the diaphragm's width, right? That's the width we got to. So let's say if the diaphragm measures about let me walk with 25 or 26, it means that we walked this angle increases. We kept increasing until we got to about 13, right? That's half the measurement. Then at that point we now maintain the same number of stitches, just a little bit down, so that we can add on this belt. So half double crochet stitches, like I said, even increases until you get the required width, which is half the length of the diaphragm. All right, and then as you can see, this was meant to be decent, so that there are no, we didn't use the lace design, we didn't use anything that was holy. Now what else did we do? We added this drawstring. This is a drawstring for the neck region, so that you tie this around the neck at the back. All right, and then I mentioned this belt. So that evenly the part where we maintain stitches, we worked that for about 5 rows, and then use that part to create the belt. So we used the same types of stitches, the half double crochet stitches. We worked that for a length, yeah, a considerable length. Let me see what this measures. This measures about 18.5 inches to 19 inches, same as the other side. So a belt of 18.5 inches this way, so that you can tie that around the back as shown in the videos that you just watched. Now, in order not to leave this as plain, what we did was that we created a lace design down there, for it to just look like a little flower. So we started with the V-stitch row, right? So it's like the same pattern you used to make a rose flower, but this time around we kept it straight, right? So you have the V-stitch row, and then you have the fan-like row, right? You have that row there where you have 2 double crochet stitches, 2 chains, 2 double crochet stitches, like that, into the V stitches from the previous row. And then into that into the third row now forms what did we do? 4 double crochet stitches into the space between the chain, between the double crochet, between these other 2 double crochet stitches from row 2. So row 1 V stitches, row 2 2 double crochets, 2 chains, 2 double crochets into the V stitches, and then row 3 4 double crochet stitches into the 2 double crochet chain 2 space, into that chain 2 space right there. All right, so you slip stitch into the spaces between this. So this V, one double crochet stitch V, 2 double crochet stitch V, right? So your single crochet or slip stitch will be between the 2 double crochet stitch V's. So just like that, take a look again. I'm going to hold it here for you to see. So single double crochet V, double crochet V, and then this fan would be right in there into the chain 2 space of the 2 double crochet stitch V. So that's it. You work that all the way to the end, and then you've created a very beautiful tank top, so to speak, or a bikini top. It's a really beautiful one. So that's it. Simple. Any beginner can work that. Like I said, all around double crochet stitches, apart from this part right here, that is the rose design, you know, the rose flower stitch design, which you just put there at the base. All right, the V stitches, we put them 3 stitches apart. Let me show you. So 1 V into stitch 1, right, and then skip 2, the next V into stitch 3, skip 2, a V into stitch this should be stitch 7, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13, like that, until you get to the end of the row. All right, so that's it for the bikini top. Now the bikini bottom, what did we do? Here's our bikini bottom. Okay, for the sake of the drawstring effect, since we had drawstrings in the bikini top, we had to work something that we're going to require strings also for the bottom. So what do we do? Measurements. Yeah, as the most important measurement for this particular garment is the hip, right? You need to know how wide that is. Essentially, pants, so to speak, have sizes, you know, so you use the size of the individual to determine what that width is going to be, and what also the crotch length is going to be from the top of the pant line up front, where just underneath underneath the navel, yeah, to the top of the back side, just above the hip. All right, so all of that's the crotch length from the front to the back. You need to know what that length is. All right, you also need to know what the width, you know, of the hip, or where you want the pants to rest. Some people want their pants high up to the waist, so yeah, that measurement will be different. But if you want your pant to just sit where the normal pant line sits, then you need to take that measurement as well. We use the same types of stitches, which is the half double crochet stitch. So with your measurement in mind, you know where the top of that pant line, yeah, how long it takes to get to your crotch, right? So that's the part. That's how you're going to have to work this one. So you're going to measure, right, and then leave room for the time around the hip. Let's say the distance around the hip is 36, right? I earlier said you leave 2 inches to the left and 2 inches to the right. So 36 minus 4 gives you 32. So you now have 32 to work this, the front and then the back side. So 32 inches, rather than divide 32 divided by 2 and have a 16 and 16, what you could do is give the back side a lot more. So your up front here, you could have 10, and then that extra 6 you could add it to the back side. So you have a 10 here, and then to get the remaining number, that would be 10 plus, I think, 22. So that's what you have here at the back. So yeah, that's something like that. Use the measurements. The measurements are always correct. All right, and then what did we do next? We started with the front part of the pant, right? You have to work steady increases until you get to the crotch. At the crotch there, we maintain the number of rows: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So we work 10 rows down there at the crotch, and then before we now started increasing again to get to the measurement that we needed, all the way up, you know, to create this pant. Okay, so to make it match the top, what did we do? We also infused that rose design flower, same way, no difference. And then finally we attached the strings. So these strings are going to be tied around the hip as shown in the picture. You could choose, really, you could choose, yeah, not to include strings in yours. What you need to do is just join, yeah, join that, or start the work differently by walking it around, and then you keep doing your decreases until you get to the crotch area, and then maintain a number of rows. So that's it essentially. It's easy to work. However, if there's any part of the video that's quite unclear to you, do let me know in the comment section, and then we'll work something a little bit more explicit for you. Remember to subscribe to our channel. Remember also to follow our handles and the likes. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.